It's truly the world's game, an international sport with fans all around the globe. And it was soccer that brought Major League Soccer's San Jose Clash halfway around the world to the People's Republic of China. But it was the country of China, the heart of the Far East, that would make this trip unforgettable for the San Jose Clash. For the next half hour, we'll take you along on their historic journey, the first tour of China ever by an American professional soccer team. The Clash in China, coming up next on Sports Channel. Hello, I'm David Bolton and welcome to Beijing, China. For the next half an hour, we'll be traveling with Major League Soccer's San Jose Clash during their historic tour of China. We're here at the Great Wall, known as the symbol of Chinese civilization. Dating back more than 2,000 years, it was originally built to keep the nomadic invaders out of northern China. Today, it served as the backdrop for the San Jose Clash during this historic tour. It's the first time an American professional soccer team has visited this socialist country, the largest communist nation in the entire world. For the San Jose Clash, it's been 2 weeks of soccer, sightseeing, and cultural experience. We'll travel with the Clash as they tour some of China's most ancient landmarks. We'll show you one of the busiest intersections in the world, right outside the Clash's hotel window. The bargains of China. The Clash players try their hand at street shopping. See how they did. A big game day in Chengdu. We'll have highlights, plus a look at quite an elaborate pre-game presentation. Plus, we'll show you who took home the championship trophy. Then it's on to the links. The Clash players found one of the few golf courses in this communist nation to be quite a challenge. And we'll bring home some of the flavor of China that the Clash discovered during this historic tour. When we return, we'll travel to Chengdu, the Clash's first stop in the People's Republic of China, next on Sports Channel. This telecast of the Clash in China is being brought to you by Triad Energy Resources and Triad Waste Management. By Tony and Elba's, serving the Bay Area's best pizza, pasta, and salads. By U.S. Soccer, see USA versus Costa Rica at Stanford, December 14th. By Nike. Nike reminds you to just do it. And by Soccer World, your soccer headquarters for all Clash and U.S. national team merchandise. Welcome back to our coverage of the San Jose Clash during this historic tour of China as we continue from the Great Wall. The People's Republic of China is the largest nation in the entire world. At last count, 1.2 billion people. Of that, 9 million people live in the southwest city of Chengdu, located in the province of Sichuan. The San Jose Clash found busy Chengdu to be full of smog, people, and unforgettable traffic. And in one particular case, an unforgettable intersection, perhaps one of the busiest in the world. Under the smog and the skyline of Chengdu, an endless line of cars and bicycles performs a dance that somehow avoids disaster. It was in the heart of this chaos that Clash players and staff were made to feel welcome at their hotel. On the first full day in China, the order of business was not soccer, it was sightseeing. The team climbed aboard a bus for a trip through the traffic and out of the center of the city. The first stop would be an ancient temple, where the players received their first introduction into the Chinese culture. A trip to an adjoining needlepoint factory provided a glimpse into the magic that produces Chinese art. The San Jose Clash was in for a magical evening as they received some royal treatment with a full police escort on their way to the first of 2 games on their Chinese tour. As the Clash made its arrival at the Chengdu Sports Complex, team president Peter Bridgewater was introduced to the local authorities.
Hi, nice to meet you, Mr. Wong. Peter Bridgewater. Fine, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Vice Mayor.
Oh, Vice Mayor. How are you, Vice Mayor? Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us here. Thank you.
This would be a Clash team that was augmented by a little extra talent. International stars Bern Schuster, Adrian Paz, and goalkeeper Abel Resino. As the team got ready to kick off the opener, a large crowd was in an uproar. The players entered the stadium to a warm reception. And got a chance to shake hands with the mayor of a major Chinese city. San Jose's globe-trotting Clash set the pace early against Sichuan Shuixing. Clash newcomer Chris Henderson, on loan for this tour from Colorado, put the American side up 1-0 just 4 minutes into the match. Moments later, the Clash had another chance to score against their Chinese hosts. Paul Bravo's sure goal is sent over the crossbar by Shuixing's Lu Jian. He's red-carded, but Bravo misses the ensuing penalty kick. The next time down, the Clash does find the net. A rocket by youngster Ramiro Corrales makes it 2-0, thanks also to a lovely assist by German star Bern Schuster. Throughout the match, the Clash dominated offensively. Here, Jeff Beitcher holds onto the ball well down the wing and manages to get the shot off. San Jose's third goal comes in the second half. Schuster on the free kick finds Bravo, who heads it in nicely, avenging his earlier penalty kick miss and giving the Clash a 3-0 victory. Following the memorable victory in Chengdu, the Clash spent a memorable day in the country with a visit to the world-famous Panda Preserve. There are less than 1,000 of these sacred creatures in the entire country, with most of them found in the Sichuan province.
Mimi!
Clash players were fascinated with these big teddy bears who eat bamboo and, believe it or not, climb trees. How did that big bear get up into such a small tree? For some of the Clash, there was even a chance to feed the pandas, who proved to be messy eaters, although quite enthusiastic ones. There was certainly no clash here between soccer player and rare animal. From a natural wonder to a man-made one, the next visit was to a sky rider high above the ancient Duzhong River. This 2,000-year-old river and dam prevent flooding and provide irrigation to the surrounding low-lying farmlands, proving that in China, the words modern and technology don't always go together. Following a busy day on the road, it was back to Chengdu to spend the night in a city that looks like it may have a Chinese Times Square, one where, believe it or not, you can even pick up a little home-cooked food from Colonel Sanders. One thing Chengdu does have is a golf course, one of the first in China. The Chengdu International Golf Club had been open all of 2 days when the Clash arrived. The soccer players, like almost all athletes, love a good round of golf. And here, that's exactly what they got.
Get one of these on camera, huh?
He's had the longest drive of the day. Shh. Oh, he's got all of that one right down the middle. About 350 yards. Well, how you feeling about the golf here in China, Jeff?
This golf course is unbelievable, and coming from the hotel and getting a break from all the soccer is fabulous, and what an great golf course out here.
Liking yourself out here, huh?
Well, you know, I'm 3 under par right now, so I can't complain, and my caddy's been doing a wonderful job, and so we'll call it that.
My name's Chris, and this is Eddie and Tate. And what do you guys think of this?
Well, I tell you, this is paradise, you know? I mean, golfing on such a nice course, beautiful caddies. I feel like a pro.
Yeah, I've seen you hit some great drives. What, did you get a hole-in-one on the last hole?
I think that was it. Yeah, no, 2 holes, a hole-in-one.
Okay.
Yeah. Playing
yeah.
well. I'm playing very well.
Quite a treat. Beautiful course. I just feel like I should be playing a little bit better.
After a long day of golf, these Clash players were bound to be hungry, and they were able to find an authentic Chinese market near the stadium in Chengdu. The Sichuan province is known for its spicy food, and they start learning the arts of cooking and selling at a very young age. This market had a little of everything, even the kind of pasta machine that you would find in the Far East. This marketplace served as a tasty reminder of all the flavors of the first stop on the San Jose Clash's historic tour of China. When we continue, the San Jose Clash goes to the capital. Beijing is the next stop on the Clash's historic tour of China. For the last 800 years, Beijing has been the capital of China. And during its final week of this 2-week tour of Asia, the San Jose Clash learned more about this area, known as the political, economic, and cultural heart of this ancient region. Bicycles, certainly a way of life in this Chinese capital. The streets are clogged with literally millions of them. This bicycle race is a daily part of the morning and evening rush hours in a city that could be called the bike capital of the world. The Clash players were in a vehicle only slightly more modern as they explored the country on the outskirts of Beijing. Stop number 1, a slice of history. The ancient Ming tomb that houses some of the former emperors of one of China's most famous dynasties. The cold November weather in Beijing was reason enough for many in the traveling party to adopt some of the local headgear.
This is too big.
Okay. All right, guys, explain the hat gear here.
Well, the hat gear was basically getting off the bus and not realizing how cold it was, and also taking into account that we had about a 30 or 40 minute walk here, so we needed something on the heads and we need to work on our negotiation skills.
Eddie, how did you find your hat?
Well, a little bit of bargaining, but they just basically look really cool, and I think everyone's going to like me in it.
Oscar, yours seems to be the most wild of the group.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about hypothermia as I was getting off the bus, so I had to go in and get the hat. You know, getting your change back is kind of difficult, but it was worth it.
This would come in handy on a walk down the boulevard leading to Ming Tomb, a road once traveled by Chinese emperors. Some of the Clash were even interested enough to take bamboo broom in hand to help keep this boulevard fit for a king. There is nothing more authentically Chinese than the tradition of haggling. The Clash's Cle Kooiman seemed to be one who had mastered this art of bargaining.
Sure, I'm not getting ripped off here.
What are you looking to buy, Cle?
I'm going to buy one of these blankets. One of these awesome blankets. These are beautiful. They have the most incredible things here made in China. And yeah, we've been talking them down. They start up at 380, so we're down to 150 right now. But earlier, one of them tried to get me.
We'll check in on the negotiation right here.
Oh, there you go. Well, I think we've done. This one here, 150, huh?
No!
150, 150.
150.
150 for this one here.
American dollar.
One here.
American dollar.
No. I have these, yuans.
别照照什么呀
You want to make sure that you're not going to get ripped off.
？150, okay.
You have 50.
Okay.
Yes? Give me the 50 first, huh?
Okay.
Thank you very much, huh? Thank you.
Huh?
How much?
5 UN.
5
Yeah? So he can pay 5?
No 5.
Yeah.
这边
5. Here. Cinco. Here, I'll pay for it. 5. No. Just kidding.
The next stop for the clash became a satisfying one, a traditional Chinese lunch lakeside. Assistant coach Francisco Maturano showed that using chopsticks is definitely a skill not everyone is born with. He picked up a few pointers, though, from Clash Senior Vice President John Campershore. The meal was a chance for the team and President Peter Bridgewater to celebrate the success of this Chinese tour. There was a sense of camaraderie among a group of players, only some of whom would continue to be teammates when this trip was over. The final stop outside Beijing may have been the highlight of the entire tour. The Great Wall of China, historically unmatched anywhere else in the world. Even without a camel's ability to brave the cold, it was still an exciting moment for the San Jose Clash. Here with Coach Callaway in the Great Wall. Coach, what do you think of this place?
Bloody cold. No, it's very nice. Very, very spectacular. A fantastic sight to see. Incredible to think how many people it took to build this thing, and just to be on it's unbelievable. It's an experience of a lifetime.
2 weeks here in China, what lessons, what cultural experiences do you think that the San Jose Clash players will take back to the United States?
Well, I hope a lot. Some in some of the areas we've seen how poorly people are off as far as our guys are concerned, coming from where most of them come. The history, which I don't think some of them can comprehend. I hope they appreciate how far the world goes back, and not just how old the United States is, and maybe it'll broaden their minds as far as the rest of the world when they see one of the most ancient civilizations firsthand, like we have.
John Doyle and Jeff Beitzer, a little bit chilly up here.
Yeah, it's a little cold. I mean, incredible sight here, the Great Wall, 10,000 miles long. I mean, unbelievable that they could do something like this.
Beitzer, looks like you picked out the appropriate headgear.
Yeah, you know, Coach said to increase my contract by double. I had to run up the full length of stairs, and I did it with John here, and the headgear came out to be a great benefit.
Back in downtown Beijing, the Clash set their competitive sights on Worker Stadium. Chinese opponent number 2, Chinese FA Cup champion Beijing won on a bitterly cold fall evening. The Clash again enjoyed an elaborate pregame presentation, but the action on the field soon took center stage. Several first-half shots by San Jose fell short, allowing Guan to pull off a narrow victory in this second match for San Jose. Time for us to take a final break, but when we return here to the Great Wall, we'll be joined by Clash President and General Manager Peter Bridgewater. Plus, a look back at a truly memorable tour with the San Jose Clash, a photo album from China, as we continue next here on Sports Channel. Welcome back to the Great Wall as we begin to wrap up our coverage of the San Jose Clash during their historic tour of China. Peter Bridgewater, the president and general manager of the San Jose Clash, has traveled throughout the world promoting soccer, and he was one of the individuals responsible for organizing this trip. We spent a few moments with the man called Mr. Soccer in the Bay Area. Peter Bridgewater, here in the Great Wall, you've been in over 50 countries during your career. How would you sum up this Great Wall?
I think that the experience of visiting here the Great Wall, and obviously China, is something very, very different. I mean, the history here, over 2,000 years this wall's been built, and the way that the Chinese culture is so very different from anything that we experience in the United States. It's something very, very special.
During the past 2 weeks, you've seen quite a bit of excitement for the San Jose Clash. 2 games both in Chengdu and Beijing, and a lot of cultural experience. What do you think the impression of Major League Soccer is here in China?
I think we've done a great job. You know, we've impressed the people with our behavior and our interest in their country, and I think we've also impressed them on the field.
From the team president to all the players and staff, the past 2 weeks here in China has produced quite a bit of cultural knowledge, plus a large collection of photographs. We share them now with you during this San Jose Clash photo album. From the soccer matches in Chengdu and Beijing to the people, sights and sounds of China, this country has truly touched the hearts of the San Jose Clash as Major League Soccer leaves its mark here on the People's Republic of China. Personally, a special thanks to CCTV in Beijing, CDTV in Chengdu, and the China Travel Service for their assistance the past few weeks. It's been a long and historic journey, and we've enjoyed bringing it to you. With the San Jose Clash here at the Great Wall in China, I'm David Bolton saying so long from Beijing. This telecast of the Clash in China has been brought to you by Triad Energy Resources and Triad Waste Management. By Almaden Press for all of your printing and copying needs. By Togo's, we're here when you're hungry. By U.S. Soccer, see USA versus Costa Rica at Stanford December 14th. And by Tony and Alba's, the Bay Area's best pizza, pasta, and salads.